Hope how's it going? This is Avijit here, and welcome to Devops Challenge Hub. So let's start with today's interview question. And today's interview question is: explain the structure of CloudFormation template. So what are the items goes into CloudFormation template? And there can be follow-up question that what are the mandatory sections in a CloudFormation template? So let's have a look what are the items in CloudFormation template. So first we have AWS template format version. So it specifies template version. It's optional but recommended. So at the starting we have template version. This is one sample CloudFormation template or YAML file. Then we have description, short information about what the template does. So here this template says that CloudFormation template to create S3 bucket with all major sections demonstrated. Next one is the metadata. Additional data about a template not processed by CloudFormation. So this information is not processed by CloudFormation template. So some metadata, author, the version number, purpose of this template. Next, we have parameters. So we are parameterizing it. We can pass parameter, different values. So here, what are the parameters we are passing? Parameter is custom values to input when launching the stack. When launching the stack, what are the custom values? We can pass whether it's a date prod or what is the bucket name, name of the S3 bucket to create. Next one is mappings. Mappings is hard-coded value lookup region to AMI mapping. Here, may I mention that if region is US East 1, then pick up the storage class standard. Or you can mention if region is this, you pick up some particular AMI ID. So you can map it. So region versus this here storage class mapping is there. US East 1 standard, AP South 1 standard ID. After that, we have conditions, logical conditions for creating resources. So here there is a condition that if this bucket will be created only if it is a prod, if environment is prod. So this is a condition. So here I'd say like one simple YAML file. In actual case, it may be different, but here I'm just giving how each items can be used in the sample. Then rules, validate parameter values, mostly used with AWS Service Catalog. So here rules is there that bucket name can be empty or bucket name should start with prod or bucket name, something like some rule you can specify that bucket name should start with this. So you can specify the rule. Transform is specifically for AWS SAM application, serverless application model. It's a macro-like processing to simplify serverless app templates. So for S3, it won't be useful, but SAM, we can use this. So we'll just skip this one. Then resource, my bucket, AWS. So here we are creating the actual bucket, my S3 bucket. Resource is that actual AWS resource to create, resources to create. So here we're creating S3 bucket. Condition is properties and all this tag environment key value pair we are mentioning. And then output values to return after the stack creation. So after the stack is created, that bucket ARN will be returned. And bucket name also will be returned and bucket ARN will be returned. So this is the CloudFormation template. And it has all this format, description, metadata, parameters, mappings, condition, rules, transform, resources, and output. Now let's try this out. We'll go to CloudFormation template. So I will now create stack. Stack is nothing but that group of resources will be created from this YAML files. Choose an existing template and build from infrastructure composer. So from we can create this in infrastructure composer, or choose existing template. So I already have existing template and is specified template. It can be in S3, it can be uploaded template file or sync from Git. So I have to upload from my desktop. Okay. Okay. So I will select this CloudFormation as the bucket environment. JSON or YAML format, YAML file. View in infrastructure composer. Next. Bucket environment, let's say prod, and bucket name, let's say next. Okay, stack name. CloudFormation. Yes, stack name parameters. I have provided parameters, bucket name, and environment staging or prod. Now configure stack option. Tag. I can add some new tag. For example, it can be project name can be A, or project name can be B. There can be different projects, right? Project Luna, Project Sun. There are different projects, different project name. Like I can tag it, and based on tag, I can do different kind of or like I can set different kind of policies, etc. So currently, it's not required. Permission optional. I am permission. So permission currently I'm creating from my login. But generally, we run this from automation tool or CI/CD. So if we want to do it from automation or CI/CD, we'll be doing from script. So in that case, definitely I won't be using my personal login details. So I'll be creating one automation users with minimal or least privilege. So whatever this required, like cloud role, this CloudFormation template. So only that permission I will be providing. But here, since I'm creating from my login, it's not required. Stack failure option, what will happen if the stack fails? Behavior or provisioning profile, rollback stack resources. So if it, let's say I'm creating A, B, C, D resources. If A, B got created and C failed, it will roll it back. Means A, B also will be removed. That is option. Preserve successfully provisioned resources. It means A, B got created, C failed, A, B will be preserved. Delete newly created resources during a rollback. So delete newly created resources during rollback, it will be deleted. Use deletion policy. So these are the different kind of options during failure. Additional settings, stack policy, rollback configuration, notification option. I can like when it's going on, notification can be sent by email through Amazon SMS, simple notification service. Okay, now I acknowledge that CloudFormation might create IAM resources. Okay, I acknowledge that AWS might create IAM resources with custom AWS names. I acknowledge that AWS CloudFormation might require the following capability auto expand. Okay. Transform might require access capability. Okay, because I have that transform thing, that's why. Now click on next. Let's see what happens. So review and create. Specify template, prerequisite, prepare template. Template is ready. Template URL. This is the template URL. So some bucket got created. This is the bucket automatically got created. US East 1. Which one? What is the region? US icon. US East 1. So it will be standard for it class. Mine is US East 1. There was a safety parameter. Parameter is bucket name prod, bucket name. There was challenge hyphen test hyphen July. I have not set tag permission, etc. Now create change set. Create change set subject. Previous. A change set is a preview of how this stack will be configured before creating the stack. This allows you to examine various configurations before executing the change set. Change sets for nested stacks activated, deactivated, create change set. Okay, so these are the changes going to happen. I'm going to add S3 bucket. Resource type is this. Property level change, I can see the details. Let's say input. This is the template. YML template of CloudFormation template. JSON changes. Evaluation. Okay. And which is good change set. So now it's getting executed. Creation in progress. My S3 bucket. Initiated, user initiated. Create complete. My S3 bucket got completed, created. DevOps challenge test S7 July got created output. Okay, this is the output details. Array of the bucket, array of the bucket, bucket name, name of the created bucket, parameters, template, change set ID, execution time, date name. Okay, so bucket got created, and now I can go to S3 and I can see whether bucket is really created or not. So DevOps challenge, 7 July, test 7 July, that is the bucket name. So I'm going to S3. And under S3, that bucket should be created. Okay, it has created bucket DevOps challenge hyphen test hyphen 7 July. It got created today, 7 July. So this is what created. We created, and we had a look at that sample YML file, example YML file. So what does this template do? Accept user input, bucket name, and bucket environment. Check why rules. Bucket name is not empty. Uses mapping to pick a storage class based on the region. Is 1 is 2. Condition to create bucket only if environment is broad. Applies metadata. Terraform transform is only for SAM, so just it's a dummy thing. And define actual resources SP bucket and shows output for reuse in other stacks or just to get bucket in. Okay, so resources is mandatory. So second question, follow-up question, they may ask, what are the mandatory sections in a CloudFormation template? So what are the mandatory sections? Only this is the mandatory section. Resource. So resources is the mandatory section. Okay, now let's go to the quiz section. Which section allows logical decisions like creating resources only for specific environment? You can pause and answer. So logical decision is decided by conditions. Which section is optional, not processed by CloudFormation, and is mainly storing extra information? Metadata. What is the correct use of mapping section? Correct use of mapping section is like to define region-specific values, like AMI IDs, etc. We can map region-specific values. Which section is primarily used to perform input validation, especially with AWS Service Catalog? Input validation, how do we do that? We do using rules. Using rules, we can do input validation, right? We have seen that using the rules here. We are checking the input validation whether it's empty or not, whether it's starting with particular pattern or not. So input validation we can use using rules. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, and comment on my YouTube channel. And I also organize quiz contest and post it regularly on LinkedIn. daily Devops Challenge Hub page. You can participate in that, and you can also follow my WhatsApp channel, Devops Challenge Hub. I post updates regularly. Thank you for watching this video, and see you again in the next video.